It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Port City Brewing Company and it's a bottle of their Optimal Wit. Coming in at 4.9% ABV in a 330 centilitre bottle. Described as a Belgian style white ale brewed with spices. There's the bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. A nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. Look at that. At this stage of the beer review, I'd like to thank our channel sponsors, beersreviewed.co.uk. Beersreviewed.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK with a fantastic range of beer from all over the world. Check out the link in the description box of this video for their website, beersreviewed.co.uk. On with the beer review. I'm really thirsty, really thirsty. Loads of carbonation, one finger white head, straw coloured beer, with a little, it looks really clear, but there is a little bit of haze going on and there's a little bit of sediment floating around. This would be very difficult for you guys to see the sediment, but there's little bits floating around. There'll be more at the bottom of the bottle. I'll have a couple of sips of this beer now. Get the aroma first and we'll get the rest of the bottle in. It's important for this type of beer, these white beers, these wit beers, to get all of the kind of sediment in for the full flavour. Right, aroma. Exactly what it says on the label, really. Really spicy, really lovely, kind of orangey. Tangerine, like some lemon. I had a conversation with somebody the other day, Johnny Garrett, in fact, from the Craft Beer channel. And we were rating this beer. And I told him I'd been up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'd been working all day and it was 7 o'clock in the night, so that was like 14 hours already awake, and it was my first beer of the day and I rated this beer. I said, this beer is terrific, really great beer, been up since 5, blah blah, working, you know, that type of thing. And I said to him, I think this beer is great, it's a 9 out of 10. And he said, I think, he said, you should take a mark off because you're so thirsty and it's your first beer of the day and you're just really like screaming for this beer at this stage. So maybe your enthusiasm is a little bit more kind of like because you want the beer so much, maybe you rated it maybe 1 mark higher. I just thought it was quite funny when he said that. Right, quite interesting because yeah, your first beer of the day is the one that quenches it in there. So here we go. This is my first beer of the day. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a terrific beer. Lovely carbonation pushing the beer around the inside of the mouth. You get lots of that kind of spice, that pepper, that tangerine orange flavour coming through, a little bit of kind of lemon flavour. Of course you got that wheat then, a little bit of wheat flavour coming through. But it's so refreshing. It is so refreshing and yeah, first beer of the day. It's 7 o'clock in the night again. Here's some of that sediment here, guys. I was telling you about. Now we're going to get a proper representation of that beer. But even the first taste was just, it was terrific. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Yeah, that orange spiciness, the pepperiness, the wheat flavour, the lemon. It's just absolutely terrific. Touch of coriander in there, maybe some spice. Oh, it's so drinkable. And there's a nice amount of bitterness on the back end to counteract that kind of little bit of sweetness from the malt to begin with. Absolutely terrific beer. And if you notice, if you're new to craft beer, if you're new to beer in general, you watch me kind of swirl the last little bit of beer around in the bottle and poured it into the glass. This style of beer asks for it, because it's a bottle conditioned beer, because it's unfiltered. Some of the flavours are actually in the bottom of the bottle, so by getting it all into the glass, you're getting a true representation of the beer. Never mind if the beer's hazy, it doesn't matter at all if the beer's hazy. It's all about the flavour. And that flavour's tremendous, absolutely tremendous. So question is, I'm going to rate it now. Question is, if I had 3 or 4 beers and I opened this one and it wasn't my first beer of the day, it's my 3rd or 4th beer, would I still give it the same rating as that? Oh, first beer of the day, the pressure's off, the pressure cooker atmosphere of life is off, and you're just chilling out in your chair or whatever you're doing with a beer. I've just got to be professional. I've just got to be professional and forget it's the first beer of the day and it's just absolutely terrific, and just go with the fact that I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!